Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Justin Fields and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now Jones. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
4 yards, the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Wall, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. But
every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. And give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You You see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down now, it's Parker, and he'll go down at the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They run the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holloway. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
3.5 to go, first quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, it's Fields. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 3 catches, 58 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. After 1 on EA Sports. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing, Jones.
Over the middle, he finds Eskridge.
Second down. It's Parker. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On first down, Jones. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Right back to Eskridge. This time it's complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Parker. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now it's Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw. Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. Give him 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Mixon, a couple of touchdown runs. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Carson Wentz has thrown a touchdown pass.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now we give here to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Fields now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go with Hill here on first down.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
You better do something.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right, going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down now. Wall, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this is Parker, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd down, it's Parker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught at the 8. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. A give to the fullback on the dive, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 15 for Mike. 15 for Mike. 15. I got it. Mike, let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.